right there. Welcome back to the Y.E.S Fitness Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. So today, first, I'm just going to start off with a little bit of update what's going on around the studio. We are 3 weeks into our Fit in 42, and our participants are doing an awesome job. Lost over 10 pounds of fats already, and they've gained a little bit of muscle. They're definitely on the way to changing their lives in 42 days. We're also only a couple weeks into our New Year, New You contest, so I don't have too many results yet. All I can tell you is it is a fierce competition. Everyone is getting to the gym 5-6 days a week. I've looked at the nutrition journals. They are spot on. We are going to have some amazing results in this year's New Year, New contest. And then finally, on March 9th, we have a special charity workout for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. At 7:30 a.m. and we suggest a $20 donation. You will see signs up around the gym and in our emails. And because of that charity event, we have a very special guest on today, Ben Fogel. I've known Ben for about 5 years now, Ben, I think.
Yeah, 5 years at least.
He is in our Results Fitness University mentorship. It's a mastermind that we're part of, and Ben has a gym, Epic Fitness, in Salt Lake City, Utah. How long you been open now, Ben?
It was 5 years. We've been open in December, so five years.
Nice, 5 years. Congratulations. Ben has numerous certifications. I can't go through them all. He was a former World Cup athlete and a world champion athlete. And I want to say thanks for coming on today, Ben.
Thank you so much for having me, Chris. This is awesome.
So let's just start off with Ben. Just who is Ben Fogel? I know you have a wife, a couple of kids, and a coaching facility. Let us know a little bit about your background and your why in fitness.
Yeah, so like you said, I did compete for about 6 years in the sport of bobsled and competed at that international level, World Cup, World Championships, and that's kind of where my athletic background finished off. Before that, I competed in track and field in college. I went to college, studied kinesiology and exercise science, but then my passion led from me actually, trying to compete at the highest level to actually taking on clients and people to make their lives, a little bit better. And it started off that way, where I thought my whole career was going to be training athletes and training Olympians, but it ended up a much different road, which ended up being a much better road for me in the way that I see things with my gym, where we can actually help the people that need help the most, which are, the housewives and the people that never put themselves first and need the most help. So we're on a mission to help serve those people. But yeah, like you said, I am married. I've got 2 little boys, a 6 and a 5-year-old, Dean and Roman. My 5-year-old just turned 5 yesterday, which is exciting. Yeah. And I've lived in Salt Lake City. Our gym's located in Salt Lake City, Utah. I've lived here now for the last going on 12 years. Before that, I lived in all over the place, but kind of up near your neck of the woods. I lived in Lake Placid, New York when I was training for bobsled. I lived there for about 2 years at the Olympic Training Center. I've lived in all places from Calgary, Alberta to Park City, Utah, which is closer now where I am now, but all on that quest to get a gold medal. But that dream didn't happen, but I did get to compete at that high level for a long time. So it was awesome.
I love your tagline. I can't quite see it complete, but I think it is, we upgrade lives.
Yeah, we upgrade lives daily. Yeah.
Passions. Just every day to improve 1% every single day.
That's really our mission is to make sure that when people walk in here, they can actually see the truest and become the best possible version of themselves. And that really does mean getting 1% better each and every day. So, yeah.
That's definitely awesome. I always talk with people and my clients when they're making change that you can't go from the bottom rung of the ladder to the top rung of the ladder in a day, in a week, in a month. You got to go little by little, day after day, be consistent, and you'll be at the top of the ladder before you know it.
For sure.
So I love that tagline. I love that tagline. So tell us a little bit about your story here and why you're so involved with at the LLS.
Yeah. So and I'll get to the why of why we're doing this event too with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. But it all started about, almost 4 years ago. I actually was making another run at competing in bobsled. I think you were in the room that July.
I was.
We had a mastermind, and I was in the hot seat, and the discussion was, the gym's running well, things are going well. Do I take a 3-month hiatus and just train for the sport that I love? I was 35 at the time. I just had turned 35, and you all said, heck yeah, go for it. So I went for it, and I started training really hard and doing what I love with training for the sport of bobsled. And I took some time off of the gym at that time to do that. And about 3 to 4 months into my training, I wasn't feeling myself. And what that turned into was having to get other tests done. And one of the tests was obviously going to get a sport physical to make sure I was prepared to compete in the sport again. So I got a sport physical, and that physical came back with just really weird enzyme levels in my liver, and blood levels were off. So I had to do some secondary tests with liver biopsies and all sorts of different multiple tests, which resulted in them finding a really rare form of leukemia that they found in my liver, which is really rare. So it's called large granular lymphocytic leukemia. And this type of LGL leukemia there's only about 1,000 cases a year in the United States. So it makes for a really rare form of leukemia. But that's kind of where it started, where I kind of had to put a halt on, obviously, my training. I went right in and started a form of chemotherapy right away. And I did that for about a year. And after the first year, things weren't getting better. They're actually getting worse. And that's when I reached out to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. And I actually was in their first connection program, where I got to reach out to somebody that has my type of cancer. And then after I was able to get on that call with somebody who had been affected in a similar way that I had, it really got me to kind of be in a position where, I can improve, And so I actually had to change hospitals to get to a doctor that had more experience with this type of leukemia. And what that turned into was getting on the right medication. And about a year of oral chemotherapy later, I got to the point of being cancer-free. So I'm in remission right now, which is awesome. And about 6 months into my treatments, I decided to give back to the LLS. And so I've been donating my time and donating a lot of time to them on a monthly basis. So I actually volunteer with Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, you are, a world-class athlete, and it must have been devastating. I mean, we all hear about people, and we all know people have been affected by cancer and different cancers and things like that. How were you able to just deal with that moment? You've got a wife, 2 young children, a business to run. How did you deal with that?
Yeah, man. I told you, if I told you it was easy, I'd be lying. It was a tough time of my life. The support that I got from my family was amazing. My extended family, you guys, everybody that was in that group supported me. As you know, there's people in that group that have dealt with cancer before, dealt with it with their family, and having people that have been there and done that and have gotten through it was really a guiding light for me. At the same time, though, it was hard because I kind of had to finally put up the spikes for a final time, and just realize that, it wasn't going to happen as far as another run to the Olympics, because it was 3 years leading up to the 2018 Olympic Games, and so that was a tough pill to swallow. But things happen for a reason, and I really got to focus on my health, my family, and my basically it turned my vision into my business into one where, honestly, I had to make it work where I couldn't be there all the time. And so it actually made me a better business person to put things into place and into motion where I could systemize things where I didn't have to be there all the time, because I didn't have any other choice,
I know we're taught in the mastermind to build our business so that it can run without us, because you never know what's going to happen. God forbid what's happened to you happens to someone else, but you've done an amazing job. Ben was it 2 years ago you were Business Owner of the Year?
Yeah, 2017. Yeah.
2017, Ben was voted Business Owner of the Year because of the amazing work that he's done in his business to be able to pull away and still get the incredible results for his clients. Run a very successful coaching center, and I believe you're still growing, are you not, Ben?
Yeah, we are. Yep.
In a new space, right?
We're actually expanding. I could shift the video over here, but we haven't done it yet. But we're going to be blowing out a wall here. So we're in about 2,800 square feet. I think it's about similar to the size of your space.
Yeah, I'm 3,100. Yeah.
We're growing another 1,400 square feet, so we'll be at about 4,200, just over 4,200 square feet total.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is this, I don't know too much about the cancer that you have. Is this something that you need to worry about with your children?
No, yeah, it's a good question. So it's not hereditary. They don't have to test for our kids. And it's just one of those really rare things that just happened. It is, I will always be in remission, so I have to go back up every 6 to 12 months to get blood work done. But besides that, I feel like I did before, before I got diagnosed. So I feel great, and the medication that they put me on just transformed my life. So,
has this changed the way you exercise, your nutrition? What has it changed in your life?
I get, I would say I'm much more, I'm a little bit more focused on what I'm eating, for sure. As we all know, obviously the stuff we eat makes a huge difference in our energy levels and our ability to fight off disease. Just with when I was on the medication, I was prone to infection and prone to that sort of thing. And so you talked with a nutritionist at the Cancer Institute, they're going to tell you what you should be eating. And obviously we all know it. It's colorful vegetables, lean protein, a lot of water, and it's what we recommend to our clients every day. And so I was bad at that before, right? I wouldn't have 3 to 4 servings of vegetables a day. I wouldn't have those few handfuls of vegetables and fruits every day. I wasn't consistent, but now I've kind of forced myself since that all happened to do it daily, and it's become a habit. One of those crazy habits. You're just chopping and slicing in the kitchen every week and getting it all prepared. But it's really forced me to kind of change my lifestyle in that way, where before I could say I ate okay. I ate pretty good. I feel pretty good, feel pretty well for what I was doing, but not to the point of like just really clean, healthy foods and, organic, when I need to go organic with certain things, as we know, is obviously better for you. So yeah,
it's funny. I just got off a podcast with Jordan Rudolph. Jordan's part of the mastermind.
Yep.
And we were discussing longevity and really the basics of nutrition: fruits, vegetables, legumes, clean proteins. I mean, it's good for just really everything, it's certainly for your health and that we don't really think about it. And sometimes, we get smacked in the face, and it really is put into our lives, becomes a real focus in our lives.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Ben is been nominated for.
So there's a Man and Woman of the Year a competition through the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. It's a 10-week campaign where the goal during the 10-week campaign is for each candidate to raise as much money to go towards the mission of the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, which is to end all blood cancers. And they have a 3-tiered mission, a 3-tier approach. It's based off of patient advocacy, patient care, and then also research. And they spend, hundreds of millions of dollars a year on research, and that's what really makes the difference in people's lives, is the research they're getting approved by the FDA on certain medications and treatments that are funded by the LLS. And so what's really cool about this Man and Woman of the Year campaign and competition, it's a national event. So it starts on March 5th, on Tuesday, March 5th. It runs until May 18th. So it's actually 10 weeks of time we can actually accept donations. But the really cool thing about it is it's stretching beyond just our 4 walls of our gym, right? So we're doing our charity workout, but we have yourself and I think close to 30 other gyms all over the country.
Wow.
And in Canada that have all committed on March 9th that they're going to donate for this, to end all blood cancers. So it's become much bigger than myself. It's become much bigger than anything else I ever imagined. And it's not about me anymore. It's about the team that we've created. And we've created an amazing team locally, but also nationally, internationally. We have a gym in Canada that's doing this. And there's actually 2 chapters in Canada. But if you look up your local chapter in Connecticut, right, you'll find there's a local chapter that's probably within 20 to 40 minutes of your gym. Just know that money that's donated at your gym is going to support Leukemia Lymphoma Society on a national scale. A couple things to consider: if we raise, if we're able to raise in those 10 weeks, which is, it's one of the goals is $50,000. If that's raised, we will be able to, in essence, pick where the money goes to what research fund that money is going to go to. So I could say I want to cure the LGL, the type of leukemia I have. I want it to go to that LGL portfolio. Or we could, talk as a team to say, hey, where's the money going to, need to go to? So it's really cool. There's certain benchmarks. If we raise a certain amount of money, we have kind of more say on where the money actually goes, which is really cool. The other thing to consider is 80 cents of every dollar gets put right back into the mission of the LLS, which is advocacy, patient care, and the research. So,
no, those are 2 excellent points. I think it's really cool that we're all coming together to support you, to support the cause on the 9th. I don't know of any other time where there's been 30 facilities all doing a workout at the same time for the same cause. It kind of brings chills to your spine a little bit, to think that, people really are good, people really do want to help. And, this is for a great cause. This is really for a great cause.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just cool that we've all banded together to do this. And then just to realize the impact it's going to have on how many thousands of lives is going to impact, when it's all said and done. It's just the impact is going to be pretty amazing.
So people can donate. They don't need to come to the workout, correct? People can just go to our page or your page and make the donation. I don't know our page off the top of my head. I apologize, but it's in all our marketing now to make sure that people know where to go. So if you can't make the workout, you're still welcome to make a donation.
They can donate. Yeah, they can still donate anytime between March 5th. That time span will open all the way through May 18th. And I'll tell you what, a $1, $5 donation is it makes a difference. It really does. Most of our fundraising for the past years that I've been a part of this for the last 3 years now, and I've been a part of the last 2 years of Man and Woman of the Year candidates. And what we found is people that basically the smallest donation amount of a $1 donation up to a $5 donation and even a $20 donation, those repeated actions of small donations is what actually 60 to 70% of the total amount raised came from. So
wow. So it does add up.
So it's not just 1 or 2 large donors doing it. It's the hundreds of people that are doing a $5 donation that makes a difference.
So what's the criteria that you need to become Man of the Year? Because I know they have Man of the Year and they have Woman of the Year and then they have Children of the Year.
Yeah, there's a boy and a girl of the year. This campaign's in honor of them. So we have Hazel and Blake, who are our boy and girl of the year. If you go to your Connecticut affiliate of the LLS, they'll tell you who their boy and girl of the year is because you have one for your state. But for us, it's Hazel and Blake, and they both have been afflicted with cancer. For the Man of the Year and Woman of the Year, you actually have to get nominated by your chapter. Okay. And for me, it was you don't have to be afflicted with cancer. You could have a family member that has been, or somebody that has been affected by cancer. But for me, it was more. I've worked with the LLS the last 2 years. I've volunteered for that charity, and I've been a part of the last 2 years of the campaigns. And they asked me right at the table at the last year's gala to nominate me, and I said yes, of course I'll do it. This for the third year I'll be a part of it.
Okay. Right. It's amazing work that you do, Ben. Amazing work with your family. You have a business, your illness, and you still take the time to do something like this. It really shows the kind of person you are. And I've always been proud to know you in the group. You're one of the best people in the group. You're there to help out all the time in any way, shape, or form. So I've always appreciated that. So what kind of workout are you guys doing? Because I haven't made up my workout yet. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
I'll send it to you. So I think Alan Cosgrove, it would be awesome. His idea was, how can we make a workout where everybody does the same thing, right? And I think we could. You guys have TRXs, you got med balls, right? We got a lot of equipment.
We got all the toys. We got bags, kettlebells.
I think we can if we make it mainly a body weight type of workout with maybe a fixed recovery type of workout, where there's maybe 4 or 5 stations and maybe an I go, you go sort of format where it's I go, you go, and make it fun, exciting. People are clapping and cheering on each other. I think that might be the best, where we have, if you have 30, 40 people in a room, and you have 20 people doing the same exercise, and everybody's the other half's cheering them on, and it's I go, you go sort of thing. Like that's where you get a lot of energy going.
It's great energy. Yeah. And then this way, if we're going I go, you go, you can almost handle twice as many people. If my group room's 1,800 square feet, I can handle a lot of people. But if your room is a little bit smaller, I go, you go makes it a little bit easier, and we don't have to worry about too much equipment. Yeah, I'm all for that.
I'm
all for that. Are you gonna send that out to us, or?
Yeah, I'll send it out. I'll get it approved by Mr. Cosgrove first. Yeah.
I guess all be saying we're going to do Facebook Live that morning.
Yeah,
we're going to live we're going to let people know to come on down, and we're going to get it right on Facebook while we're doing it and see what kind of response we can get. No, it's cool. It's very exciting. It's really exciting. So
cool, man. I'm really excited. This is just to all your viewers and all your gym members. I just want to say thank you first off for just taking the time out of your day to not only watch this, but to commit. If you're committing to come to do the workout, like it's gonna be an amazing day. But just to get a little background, so they know more about what the impact what kind of impact that's going to make to this charity.
Yeah, nice. So, is there anything else you think we need to know about?
Gosh, no. Let me think here.
I want to just make sure I didn't forget anything, because I get into these things and all of a sudden I'm done. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
I have to say that or ask that. So we just take a second to think about this. So I want to make sure that you guys know that we'll get it up on our website, because I don't think it's on our website yet, but we'll get it up on our website. It's be on our Facebook page. It's in all our emails now. We've done some Facebook posts on it. Certainly there's signs up at the gym. So if you want to participate, or if you want to make a donation, there's certainly means to do that. You don't have to look far to figure out how to make your donation.
Right.
And come on down and have some fun with us. I might even serve. No, I'm not going to have donuts. But
something. Well, you'll do something, right?
Food motivates them. I don't know if we could be drinking that early in the morning on a Saturday, but
that's early.
Food is always the determining factor.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for letting us kind of share this with your whole fitness family over there. It's great to be able to share it.
Thanks for coming on, Ben. I hope we raise a lot of money, and I hope we cure this and all the other cancers tomorrow as soon as we possibly can. I'll be in touch, and for the rest of you out there, look for us next Tuesday about the same time, 3:30, for more insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you on Saturday the 9th. Have a great night.